Hello, hello, hello. My name is NicholassRivas, and I talk about politics and stuff. And today we're going to be talking about The Little Mermaid. You guys don't care about her, right? Like, you guys don't care. Like, this whole ploy of she's this, she's that, she's black, she's white. Like, no, do people really care? Like, we don't really care, right? I keep finding myself kind of repeating that, just bored of these kind of cultural topics. Like, I know, I'm sure there's probably a discussion to be had here about race changing and uh, I don't know. I think fiction to nonfiction literature, what's culturally appropriate. I'm sure there's a discussion to be had here, but right now I'm just not seeing it. I don't care. I don't want to care. I think this is stupid. Um, I know I'm more left leaning, so maybe people look at me and think that um, my opinion on this is because it's my side defending it, but I don't even know if there's a side here. I just think people are trying to find a reason to get mad at something. Like, I genuinely try not to think that it's just a bunch of people who don't like black people and they don't want to see their favorite character be black. Because that's a stupid, like, who cares? It's not like it's a nonfiction person, right? If it's MLK, that's just weirdo shit. Like, why would you? That takes away the character, if you will. Like, if you were to make Martin Luther King into a narrative film, why would you take the key piece of what makes him? Obviously, he's a man beyond his race, but his story and what he fought for centered around him being black. At no point in The Little Mermaid do they talk about white rights, white discrimination. No, it's a fucking it's a fish lady. Like, no one cares. And I don't think Disney did this because they want to get cool, talks about their how cool they are. They're doing it so that they can get speculative news coverage about outrage culture. I mean, that's all it really is. And we fell hook, line, and sinker. The culture war is raging on because we found something to hate for the week and it's going to be gone in the next week. The movie looks like shit, and it's not because Ariel is black, it's because it looks like shit. So disappointing. No, I feel like to have some disappointment in our culture, we have to have some high expectation. I see this shit every week. If it's from Ariel to the goddamn flying spaghetti monster, we're in this constant debate of shit we don't care about. So I mean, it works. Disney is getting the buzz that they want. Disney is getting the movie talked about. I think there's a talk about why do you need a character to be black, but I also think, like, why does it even matter, right? Like, who really gives a shit? And so that's kind of where my argument kind of starts and ends. Like, I don't want to waste this much computing process power on this shit, like I feel like there's a great argument to be had here. I really do. Like, I'm not just trying to be dismissive, but I just don't care. I really don't care. And it's kind of making me a little worrisome because I feel like a part of me should have some sort of opinion on this. I mean, guess what I've just been saying has been an opinion, but I feel like I should be like I feel like an older me would have been more defensive. Like, why do you guys give a shit that she's black? What are you guys, fucking racist? And now I'm just kind of like, I'm exhausted. I don't care enough to argue either way. Like, I think the character looks stupid, and I think old me would have been like, y'all are just racist. I'm gonna watch it just to prove the racist wrong. Now I don't give a shit. Now I'm just like, this looks stupid. Y'all look stupid for even talking about it. I know I'm taking the edgelord position, but I'm definitely in the camp of I just don't care. I just don't want to care. Please don't make me care about this. Like, I don't like any of this. This is awful. This is boring. I'm always down for a cultural debate. I'm also always down to talk about society, media, and everything. But Jesus, I just feel like people are just getting mad. Just get mad at this one. And there's this, like, back and forth of I keep seeing of what if we turned Rosa Parks into a white person, and it's like that, you don't really care, you wouldn't do that, and you don't really think that's even equivalent, right? Like, I'm sure there's dumbasses who think that's one for one, but it's definitely people just being reactionary, you know. Like, I definitely see a world where they're just trying to piss each other off. They're trying to get you, they're trying to be the snowflakes and call us snowflakes, and I just can't wrap my head around it. I'm exhausted from the culture wars, and I want to talk about more substantive actions. And I don't know, I just saw the other day, one of my friends posted a photo about, like, pronouns shouldn't be taught in school. Like, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Let's talk about it. Like, that's something I can at least look at and go, oh, you are just not educated. Let's talk about this. But this, I'm like, I don't really see the end goal. Who gives a shit what a giant billion-dollar company does? But, you know, I guess it is what it is. I think this is a good time to end it here, because I don't know how much more I can even say on the topic, so I'll just kind of let the gameplay ride. But new videos every other day. Gabagool.
Threat down.
Bomb active. Bullets are out. Hostile RCXD in your AO. Enemy harp established above.
SAM turret planted.
Sidwell, enemy attack helo above. Hostile spy plane established overhead. Bomb is armed. Multiple hostile spy planes detected.
Neutralized.
Deactivated.
Semtex going out.
Spy plane perimeter established. Angel 7.
Marking rally point. Tracking enemy.
Spy plane MPL 50%. plane RTB. Stay.
Red call. Hostile air patrol detected. Bomb online. Hostile sentry turret active. Multiple hostile sentry turrets working your AO. Hostile care package inbound.
Gas mark set.
Withdraw! Withdraw! The Reds have got us beat.
Mission's gone back. This is suicide.